Woo! We got tired of the fables.
Chop, chop.
Come have a seat at the table.
Chop, chop.
Strengthen our partners, the angle.
Chop, chop.
Off the top rope with the banger. Chop, chop. We became brothers from strangers. Chop, chop. Can't do it minor, we major. Chop, chop. Brothers from another mother, we chopping. Life on life, let's get it popping. Challenging all of my niggas to prosper, cause giving up is not an option. We laugh, we cry together. Bad boys ride, we die together. Hold each other to account through the highs and the lows. Overcome and celebrate with the bros. Never leave a nigga out in the cold. If he wrong, we get him right and bring him back home. Knowledge is power, we seek to restore. Build him back better than ever before. This that real talk on the gold to rate it. Ain't worry about folks, they supposed to hate it. And that ball can't be overstated. We chop it up anyway, motivated. Chop, chop. We got tired of the fables. Chop, chop. Come have a seat at the table. Chop, chop. Strengthen our partners, the angle. Chop, chop. Off the top rope with the banger. Chop, chop. We became brothers from strangers. Chop, chop. Can't do it minor, we major. Chop, chop. Woo! We got tired of the fables.
Chop, chop.
Come have a seat at the table.
Chop, chop.
Strengthen our partners, the angle.
Chop, chop.
Woo! Off the top rope with the banger. Chop, chop. We became brothers from strangers. Chop, chop. Can't do it minor, we major. Chop, chop.
Man, I cannot stop laughing.
What's up, man? What's up, Jay Money?
We been talking about some crazy. Man, what going on, everybody, man? Don't pay attention to me right now. You know how you just dwell on something, you just can't stop laughing at it. But we back, baby, episode 9. Before we get into all that, we want to apologize for last week, man. We had a lot going on and just forgot to get on here and update everybody. Of course, y'all see we weren't able to go live. But we forgot, we want to keep everybody updated, and we didn't post a status. You know what I'm saying? We forgot, a lot going on, so we apologize for that from our end. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight for episode 9.
Episode 9, Jay Money.
Yes, sir. I thought about letting you run the board tonight. I think I'm gonna throw a blind little trick.
Man, I'm gonna get it in, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning from you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
So next week you got it.
Yeah, next week.
All right,
next
y'all
Sunday.
heard that now.
DJ Blab, man, on the ones and twos, man. Next Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
How you been, brother?
Man, I can't complain, Jay. I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? Like you was talking about last Sunday. You know what I'm saying? My wife turned 40. You know what I mean? And
Yeah. Happy belated.
yeah. So if I'd have came to the podcast instead of you know what I'm saying.
You wouldn't be here.
Yeah. It'd probably been a new host, you know what I'm saying? Another new co-host, you know what I'm saying?
Breaking news: former Frankfurt barber Bly.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. So shout out to my wife, man. You know what I'm saying? Happy 40th birthday, all that good stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I had my it was the following weekend. I had my engagement pictures. So
yeah,
we got to get it how we live. They got to come first. If not, then we gonna get our head cut off.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all was looking good too, man. Y'all was flat. Y'all
man.
was flat, man. You know what I'm saying?
I felt like old boy
Ghost
and Tasha.
Yeah, man. It looked good, man. But here we are, man. You know what I'm saying?
Episode 9. Y'all notice we ain't got nothing going on back here right now. If you ain't noticed, we had problems with that. The other phone cracked. Son did something weird. Last time I checked, he had it in his mouth. I'm telling you, that's what happens. I know that's what happens. So when I go home, I got to get him a little talk like, hey, you got to stop touching that stuff.
Hey, man, you know, when you got them kids, man, if they ain't over their head, you know what I'm saying, they going to take a look at that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they going to get into something they ain't got no business getting into.
For sure, man.
We're going to hit y'all with a well variety of conversations and topics tonight. Like, we usually just come in here and we talk off top of our dome and what's been trending lately and all that. So you got something that you feel like been trending lately that need to be discussed?
Hey, man, I was just thinking about, like, how, you know what I'm saying, when you grow up, man, with a bunch of, you know what I'm saying, you grow up with a group of friends and, you know what I'm saying, somebody out of that group, you know what I'm saying, and usually it ain't that many that, you know what I'm saying, grow up, evolve, you know what I'm saying, and become successful in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was just thinking about, you know what I'm saying, like, I see a lot of stuff on the internet, man, and it seems like a lot of times when these guys make it out the hood, you know what I'm saying, and become successful, you know what I'm saying, they still, you know what I'm saying, want to keep it real with their day ones, you know what I'm saying, and, I've heard people call it survivor's guilt, you know what I'm saying, to where, like, you become successful, man, and you feel like the people that you came up with, you got to just continuously try to help, you know what I'm saying?
That's kind of tough situation for real, because I understand it. As a man, I understand when you come from a place of poverty and you blow up now, you famous, you rich, you got all this money, you still try to give back to the people, or even just come around and still conversate with them, because if you don't, everybody, well, you ain't welcome back to the hood. You can't come back here. You changed on everybody.
Yeah.
But nah, honestly, you can't always bring everybody up that you done had with you the entire journey. Like once you go up, some people you gotta let go, because not everybody got your best interests at heart. You know what I'm saying? And some people they're gonna try to bring you down. Like you can carry someone for as long as you can. They envy you, and you don't even know it. They say some people say you gotta watch your friends closer than you watch your enemies, because at least you know what your enemies plan on doing to you. You don't know what your friends plan on doing to you.
For sure.
But yeah, sometimes when you do blow up and you outgrow a situation, you outgrow an environment, sometimes you do have to let those past friends go. Them day one, sometimes you gotta let them go. But then you also have some that's really down with you that you can bring with you, and they can actually help you grow even more. You just gotta know each one of them individually to know which ones you can leave behind and which ones you gotta leave behind, and which ones you can bring along with you. You ain't gonna always be able to bring all of them along with you.
And man, you know, I just think about like, you know, because we always try to, you know what I'm saying, drop a little game on the youngsters, you know what I'm saying? I know I do, you know what I'm saying? I aim, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times when we do this podcast, I always just try to reflect on when I was younger, you know what I'm saying, and how I used to think, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And you know, I know when I was younger, you know, like I tell my kids all the time, you know what I'm saying, because when I was younger, you know, because I'm a Gemini. You know what I mean? I always been like the life of the party type of guy. You know what I'm saying? You've been knowing me for a while, Jay. You know, I'm silly. You know, I cut up. I'm very likable. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you very likable, you know what I'm saying, you could tend to keep a lot of company around you that you probably really don't need. You know what I'm saying? So I be telling my kids, because they popular, you know what I'm saying, they in school and they popular and they likable and stuff like that. And I be like, you know, you think everybody's your friend, you know what I'm saying?
You gonna learn.
And you think you got, you know, like I used to think, you know, like I had 100 friends. But now, like I look at my life today, like, man, if I ain't at home with my family, I'm usually riding solo. I'm really usually by myself, you know what I'm saying? And I remember, you know what I'm saying, man, every time I used to ride around when I was younger, man, there's 5, 6 of us in the car, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, like I always was around a crowd of people, you know what I mean?
Then that time goes on, that 5 and 6 chop down to 4, then it chops down to 3, then 2, and then you know you ride around by yourself. And man, ain't no better feeling for real.
Hey man,
and then you get to listen to what you want to listen to, because when you got your partners with you, you got to throw on all this trap music. But when they ain't with me, I'm throwing on that LMA. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? It's only one person that can get on your nerves, man. That's you. You know what I'm saying? But I remember, you know what I'm saying, like older people, you know what I'm saying, and even people in my family, they used to say, you know, like, boy, when you get older, you're going to be able to count your friends on one hand. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to just count your true friends on one hand. And now in my life today, not saying, you know what I'm saying, that I got issues with anybody that I came up with, you know what I'm saying? But like you said, as you continue to go on your journey in life, you know what I'm saying, everybody just ain't going to be on that journey with you, you know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Because it's yours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So to piggyback off that, you said you're a Gemini. So do you believe in them signs, like this thing they got out here, like, well, Geminis act like this, but Virgos act like this? Like when somebody say, you just say, they be like, you're a Capricorn, I can tell that because of how you act. You believe in all that?
Hey, man, I'm be honest with you. When I read some of that stuff, they ain't lying. Because like I said, I can be the life of the party, or I can be the party pooper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they say Geminis got split personality and stuff like that. And I kind of agree, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being honest, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm pretty sure that people that know me, you know what I'm saying, like my wife, you know, they can probably attest to, you know what I'm saying, what some of that stuff say. Now, am I superstitious? No, I ain't superstitious and nothing like that. And I don't believe, like, nothing that just, you know, miraculously happens or nothing like that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I don't think like that. But, like, when I read them horoscopes, you know what I'm saying, like, pertaining to me, being a Gemini,
it's like you're reading about like a biography. Like
it's a lot of valid points on some of that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll say I still got some hills to climb.
So what they say about Virgos?
Man, I don't know, Jay. Look it up. What they talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Look it up right quick. I want to see if they know me. I know a couple people say.
Then
something
you know
about
they say different depending on if it's a man or a woman. You know what I'm saying? It could be different. You know what I'm saying? Because you know men and women are different. You know what I mean? But let's see. Give me a hot second, man. Jay.
I might have to look into that because I know a couple people say Virgos got they crazy and all that, but I don't. I got a couple loose screws. I'm just being real. I got a couple loose screws, but I got some sense there too. But I really want to know what they say about Virgos. Because if you believe what they say about the Geminis on there, they must be talking about some real stuff on there.
Hey man, I'm going to click on something, man. I'm going to click on, let me see.
Do y'all believe in all that, what is it called? Signs? Do y'all believe in all that? I don't know. I was always the type of guy when somebody say, "Oh, I can tell." I'm like, man, don't start with that. Like we grown, go on away with all that, man. You can't sit here and tell me you know how I am and how I act because of what month I was born in, time period I was born. Nah, you got to miss me with all that. So I got to see what this horoscope say about the Virgos.
Man, this ain't, let me see. What's the day? March 23rd?
Yeah.
I'm just going to read one of the sites that says Daily Virgo Horoscope. Like today, it says, this is truly a day of new beginnings. Virgo, you can start a fresh cycle of emotions and understanding that can help you develop the quality and depth of your relationships. Note that all levels of your relationships will be affected in some way. Take time to consider the fact that you are at the starting line. Focus and align yourself with your goals and the people who can help you meet them. Damn, that's kind of like what we talking about today, but you know what I'm saying? But that's just, you know, I guess it's like a word of the day, you know what I'm saying, for a Virgo. But that ain't really, but I would like to, you know what I'm saying, see if I can see, you know what I'm saying.
That was a little too accurate. Somebody watching me.
Hey, man.
What's going on?
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they do say things, you know, you do, when you read about who your horoscopes and stuff like that, a lot of that stuff, as far as your character traits and stuff like that, it's got to be the person, whoever's writing all this stuff about, you know, horoscopes and stuff, they must be that. You know
I
what
was
I'm
just saying they gotta be that. But it's crazy if they are that, how they feeling the same or going through the same thing as another Virgo or another Gemini. Like that's crazy. I don't know. That did kind of scare me though, because it do sound a little too accurate. So I might have to do some reading tonight. Like, hey, what they think about Virgos? But I always heard that people think Virgos crazy, they bipolar, they good people at heart, but they can turn sour and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Now here, check this out. It says Virgos are known for their analytical, practical, and detail-oriented nature, often described as perfectionists with a strong desire for order and efficiency. They are also hardworking, reliable, and helpful, often seeking to improve the world around them. Yeah. Virgos are known for their sharp minds and ability to analyze situations and people. Hey, Jay, that sound like you.
It do. That's crazy. What? That's an app?
Yeah, I'm just Googling Virgo traits.
Oh, you're on Safari. Oh,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? And like just knowing you, you know what I'm saying, like I do notice that like prime example when you know you having to getting ready to go take them engagement pictures, you know what I'm saying? And I noticed how, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, I had to get your hair cut, you know what I'm saying, you had to go, you know, like you was very detail oriented about, you know what I'm saying, how you was gonna go about.
Yeah, because I sat here for a minute and had to think about what steps I was gonna take. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this first and I gotta go do this, try to make it in order. Yeah, so that's somebody watching.
Yeah, so I think more than anything, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to our traits, you know what I'm saying, whether we're a Virgo or Gemini like me, whatever the case may be, I believe that a lot of our characteristics, you know, they can be used for good or they could be used for bad.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just all depends. And like prime example, like me, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of times, like I said, I can be the life of the party or I could be the party pooper. You see what I'm saying? It just depends on the mood. You know what I'm saying? But I would rather be more the life of the party than the party spoiler. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever been the party pooper though?
Man, I will ruin the whole day. Shoot.
How? Like just the mood? You giving off the vibe? You giving off?
Man, I don't know what it is.
You know, just walk in, fuck everybody.
Everything could be going great.
Yeah. Till you walk in.
Till I walk in, you know what I'm saying? Then I just, hey man, I'm telling you, I'll be the first to tell you, because you know, we talk about, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, looking ourselves in the mirror, you know what I'm saying, and being honest with ourselves. You know, that's things you start doing, you become a grown man, you know what I'm saying, a grown person, stuff like that, because you want to grow and evolve. And for real, like, you know what I'm saying, like, ain't no rhyme or reason why. You know what I'm saying, like, everything could be going great, you know what I'm saying? And then here I come like a tornado, you know what I'm saying? I guess people, they've been happy too long, you know what I'm saying? Hey, for real. And, you know, and I'm, you know, like, that's crazy, man, like, you know, I think about like, you know, Jay, like somebody, you know, like you know, I remember growing up, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, if you complimented a person one too many times, man, you was like, hey man, you D-Rad, man, and, you know.
Yeah. You
know,
know, nuts, man.
Yeah, like we can't celebrate somebody too much, you know what I'm saying? We can't we can't always, you know what I'm saying, have compliments for people, you know what I'm saying? In the culture, you know, in our culture, you know what I'm saying, you celebrate a person too much, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you know,
This nigga, he all on this nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
It's all right
that's
to give them
crazy.
they flowers once or twice, but now you just keep coming like, all right, bro, but you want to go on that side too? Like, you want to go over there with him? Because you want some, I get what you're
know
saying.
what I'm saying?
But it is crazy that we think like that. Like, bro, we can't give somebody the credit they deserve. But if you also think about it, I kind of understand, like, you get this nigga credit every time you pop up. Like, all right, bro.
man, you done told him he doing, you see him doing his thing twice already now, you know what I'm saying?
He tired of hearing it from you.
Yeah.
At this point, you might well just go join the squad with him.
Yeah, but
so
you
I
know-
kind of understand that to a certain extent, though, bro.
But Jay, you know what I'm saying? I like, man, like, you know, I just be thinking like, man, for real, man, like, you know, you got to keep your energy at a certain level. You know what I'm saying? Like, energy is powerful. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, and I remember growing, like, I was talking to one of my clients this week, and they was talking about like, man, I just don't feel right. They was struggling with a decision.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they was like, man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, man, you probably need to stand on that. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you need to go with your gut feeling.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because I remember a whole lot of times growing up, man, just trying to fit in, just trying to be a part of, just trying to, you know what I'm saying, be involved in things and places with people that I didn't had no business being involved with. You know what I'm saying? Like, ignoring my gut feeling, you know what I'm saying? And like now, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that I get it right every time, you know what I'm saying? But I do pay attention. If something don't feel right, bro,
Go with that.
I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't rocking like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I do, you know what I'm saying? I want to live a simple, safe, sane life. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I really be paying attention, man, now. Like, and sometimes, like I said, most days I find myself just by myself, you know what I'm saying, with my family. Like, I be chilling, like, you know what I'm saying? Because if the vibe ain't right, man, if my gut give me a certain feeling about something I'm about to do, you know what I'm saying, the people I'm about to go hang with, man, I just sit still.
You got to trust that gut feeling because the step after that gut feeling is I'm finna show you. So if you ignore that gut feeling, something finna go down to show you that you should have listened to that gut feeling. And you might not want to see that example that's finna go down. Yeah. Just say, for instance, you feel like, man, I don't know, like you and your guys get together and you got a gut feeling something finna happen at this party or this club. You like, I don't know, y'all. Because you definitely can feel it before you go, and you most definitely can feel it when you get there.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know, we should go. But if y'all do end up going, like, hey, bro, I think we need to leave. Like, I feel like something finna go down. And you ignore that gut feeling. 10 minutes later, a fight break out and bullets get to flying. You should have got out of there because now them bullets ain't got no name on it.
Yeah.
So men, women, when you got that gut feeling, no matter where you at or what it's about, you need to trust it.
Have that happened to you before?
Most definitely. Most definitely. It didn't happen to me before. Like, well, I knew for a fact I wasn't supposed to go somewhere with my people.
Yeah.
But like you say, just trying to fit in and trying to be a part of something. I didn't tell them that I felt some type of way about it because I was younger. I just wanted to roll with the guys.
For sure.
So we going somewhere, but I got this gut feeling. Even my parents said, nah, I think you just need to stay in tonight. They even said it. I'm like, nah, it'll be all right. I'm going to go. So we rolled out to this party. We went out. It was out of the city type. So we went out to the city. We went out of the city. Still got this gut feeling. We get there. It kind of goes away because now I'm enjoying the vibe. I'm enjoying the party. We're in there. We're having a good time. We're doing our thing, turning up, talking to people and all that. But I still had this gut feeling before. But now that I'm in the vibe, it's kind of disappeared. So after all, we done turned down a little bit, sat down and chill. The gut feeling started coming back. And I kid you not, about 5 minutes later, a fight break out and shots fly out.
Yeah.
And I told them on the way back, I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had a gut feeling we shouldn't have went. Man, why you ain't say nothing? They weren't gonna listen to me anyway.
Man, you'd have been the lamest dude in the world. Hey, man, drop him off, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, here he goes. Every time we trying to go out to have a good time, man, there goes Jay with them gut feelings.
That
Nah,
square
man.
ass, man, drop the thing out, man. Take it back home. You wanna go home, mommy? Bro, don't do me like that, bro. But that's usually why a lot of people don't speak up, especially young black men or whatever race you are. When you're younger, you try to fit in. You don't want to speak up, man. You better speak up because it can cost you your life if you don't.
Hey, man, because you know that gut feeling, man, that's God.
That's
You know
powerful.
what I'm saying? That's God. That's a warning right there. Like, same way women have intuition.
I was just
man,
finna say that. I was just finna
You know
say
what I mean? Like, man, that's God, man. You know what I'm saying? Giving you a warning, like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, that ain't the move. You know what I'm saying? Or that is the move. You know what I'm saying? Like, either way, however the feeling hits you. You know what I mean? And yeah, so just being in tune. You know what I'm saying? Like, being in tune for real, man. with yourself, you know what I'm saying, and with, your higher power, you know what I'm saying, because for real, that's the only way you can move, you know what I'm saying, righteous, you know what I'm saying, and stay out of harm's way, you know what I'm saying. And trust me, sometimes you might not even have a gut feeling about something bad happening, just something happened.
Just wrong place, wrong time.
You know what I mean? So I ain't saying like, nah, but 99% of the time, you know what I'm saying, if you got a queasy feeling about doing something,
you need to trust it.
Yeah, man.
You need to trust it. Because think about it, if you trust it, you out of the way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What bad can happen with you being out of the way? Nothing.
Yeah.
What people calling your names lame and okay, so what? I don't care. Especially now.
Yeah.
Call me what you want. I don't care. Don't put your hands on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So ain't nothing bad can happen with you being out of the way, trusting that good feeling beside your friends looking at you some type of way. Oh well, they'll be over by in the morning. They'll be telling you what happened last night. I don't mind. I don't care.
Hey, man.
You got a feeling, bro, you need to trust it.
Yeah, for sure, man. And and I know, like, you know what I'm saying, like, because I got, you know what I'm saying, teenagers, you know what I'm saying? I got my kids, they in this generation, you know what I mean? And I remember, you know what I'm saying, like, just when I didn't have nothing to do, I always had to find something to do, you know what I'm saying? And most of the time when I went looking for something to do, it wasn't no good. It wasn't good, man. You know what I'm saying? It just
like
wasn't.
You said, you just looking for something to do.
I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know, like, now I understand, like, now when I be chilling, I ain't bored. I'm peaceful. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't, you know what I'm saying, like, differentiate the difference between being bored and just being at peace.
Yeah. Like, I was watching this show that was like, is a boring relationship good, I would say. I mean, it can get boring, but if it's getting boring, it's because y'all doing the right thing. You at peace. And then I feel like ain't nothing more valuable in a relationship than peace. Because I do not want to be with somebody that stressing me out, and I'm pretty sure, like, a woman stressing me out, and I'm pretty sure a woman don't be with no man that woman don't want to be with a man that's stressing her out. So if it's boring, y'all doing what y'all supposed to be doing.
And like I say, and you got, and like Jay, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, go out and enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta live life. You know what I'm saying? I know that I need to do a better job of that too. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can, we can mistake, you know what I'm saying, that, but we just didn't get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And I know, like even today, you know what I'm saying, like I said, Jay, man, I just woke up, man, about 45 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? Man, I was sleeping good, you know what I'm saying? But I know I got something to do, right? Because we got to keep this thing moving, right? Because we got a mission and a purpose, you know what I'm saying? So we got to stand on that. We got to keep it pushing, even if we don't feel like it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Trust me, I would like to be at home right now, probably.
In the bed. I'm
still laying on that couch. So, like, even with the relationship thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially, like, in my case, you've been with somebody 20 years. I mean, oh, shit, you think it's, hey, this is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you do got to do things, you know what I'm saying? You do got to enjoy yourself, you know what I'm saying, like that, because, and they'll let you know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you've been sitting around a little too long. You know what I'm saying? Like me, you know what I'm saying? I just get, and a lot of times I be saying, like, man, I jumped off the porch, man, when I was like 14, 15 years old, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to be 46. And sometimes I be like, man, I started too early, man.
That's why a lot of stuff now don't excite you. That's how I am now. I'm 27. I went to parties and all that at a young age, 14, 15, 16. And so now as I get older, I see a lot of these people my age still doing this. Like, bro, I was doing this long time ago. Like, that don't excite me now no more. What excites me is seeing that credit score go up, that direct deposit hit. That's what excites me right now. I don't care about no parties, nothing like that. Hey, that ain't my vibe. Because 9 times out of 10, y'all playing all that trap music I don't want to hear. Put on something slow so I can go out there and get me a little dance on. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, your priorities change and your desires.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I think that's just the thing. Like your desires, the desires that you had when you younger. You know what I'm saying? You burn them out.
When you start, so like you said, when you jump off the porch so early, you burn them out.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I mean, I can remember, like, when you turn 16, I'm talking about like these monumental birthdays, like 16, 18. 20, 18, 21, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I remember turning 21, and most the average kid, you know what I'm saying, they turn 21, now you can go to the club, you can go to the casino, you know, now I wasn't going to no casinos, but I've been clubbing with grown people when I was 14, 15, you know what I'm saying? So when I turned 21, man, it wasn't nothing.
You ain't got nothing to do to celebrate it for real.
Yeah, I wasn't hype, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I was like, man, I've been using fake IDs, man, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and getting in clubs and doing my, you know, like, I was doing 21 things when I was, you know, 14, 15 years old, you know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, man, I was living too fast, moving too fast, you know what I'm saying?
It be like that though.
And, you know, like, I be telling, I be telling these youngsters, man, like, you know, don't be so ready to grow up and be grown, you know what I'm saying? Don't be so quick to, you know, don't embrace the moment, live in the moment, you know what I'm saying? Be 15, you know what I'm saying? Be 16, you know what I'm saying? Like, be the age that you are, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy that time, you know what I'm saying? Don't be so quick, don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because for real, you know, like then I see these youngsters come in my barbershop all the time, man, and I be listening to them, you know what I'm saying? They sound just like me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, man, they can't wait to get out on their own and just do their own thing, you know what I'm saying? Make their own rules, you know what I'm saying? And I be listening to them and I be like, man, that show sound like me, you know what I'm saying? And then once I got out there, man, I was like, man, this is real, this is rough, you know what I'm saying? This ain't, you
no
know,
joke.
this ain't what I want.
Yeah.
You know.
You just reminded me, I'm glad I saved it. I was at work the other day and I watched this video on this dude preaching to these young kids about how he'll recommend adulting 1 star. Listen to it. He like, I don't recommend that at all. I don't recommend this at all because it ain't it. Listen to it.
Put it up to the mic, Jay.
It's overrated. If I had to rate being an adult, if I could go on the internet and write a comment to rate my experience as an adult, I would give it 1 star. My comment would be very bad, would not recommend. I want to be grown? You don't want these problems. Do you know when you become an adult, you do not get to do what you want to do? You do not get to go where you want to go? I think it's a misconception. When I get grown, I can do whatever I want to do. No, you can't. You can do whatever you can afford to do. Number 1. Number 2, especially once you have kids, you do whatever your kids allow you to do, because that's your first responsibility. Plus, you got to pay for a place to stay. In Arkansas, that's between $900 and $2,000 a month. Getting a car, that's between $300 and $500 a month. Car insurance, that's about $250 a month. We still hadn't got a haircut, hadn't got our hair done, hadn't bought a new pair of shoes, haven't gone out, hadn't had a good time, haven't gone to the comedy show, haven't gone to the basketball game, haven't done any of that. It's overrated. I would advise you to enjoy being a child.
Woo.
Enjoy being a teenager. Why? Why do I say that? Because you have 70 years to be an adult. From age 18 all the way to 88. You live to be 88 years old. That's 70 years that you're going to be an adult. You're only going to be a child for 17 years. I want to encourage you to embrace being a child.
Talk about it.
Man, it ain't no joke. And then you think about the prices that he said for rent, car insurance. Man, all them prices just shot up.
Man.
So it ain't, man. I be trying to tell these young bucks, like the dudes I work with, is like 18, 19, they be ready. Like, I can't wait to get out of my parents' house. Bro, I'm telling you, if I had the opportunity right now to live with my mama, I would do it. Even with my fiance and my kids. I would do
You see
it,
what I'm
bro.
saying?
Yeah.
But look, and like, I mean, I'm telling you, like I was talking to a youngster the other day, and he was like, you know, he felt bad about living with his parents. You know what I'm saying?
He's an older guy?
This is a young kid, you know what I'm saying? This is a young kid, you know, he 18, you know what I'm saying, 17, 18 years old, and he's like, man, you know, like, I could hear it in his voice, you know, like he felt bad about, you know, yeah. I said, man, who you live? He's like, man, I had to move back in with my parents. I'm like, man, that's a blessing, bro.
You ain't lying. You know how much money you get to save?
Man, if you're a young person, I don't care. I mean, you ain't got to be a young person, but you know, if you're trying to get yourself together and you got a family that will take you in and let you get yourself together, you know what I'm saying, without having all them responsibilities and bills that man just said, what it costs to live out here, man.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
Come on, Jay,
I
man.
would do it in a heartbeat.
You know, and I was thinking about, like, you know, because when I was coming up, man, I ain't gonna say that my grandmother, parent, you know, my grandmother raised me, you know what I'm saying, but I ain't gonna say it was like they forced me to get out the house.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was kind of like,
All right, now your time up.
you know,
Yeah.
and you know when you graduate, man, you know what I'm saying, if you ain't gonna go to college, you're going to get your job. So they wasn't saying that I still couldn't live there, But the way it sounded and the way they came, it was like, it's time you go.
Yeah, either go or you finna contribute.
So, you know, like, that's like now, so now that I got kids, you know what I'm saying, and I think about it, I'm like, no, man, I mean, you know what I'm saying, if, you know, kids, you know, still trying to figure it out, and then you ain't gonna just lay around.
Yeah. Especially all right, when they get to what age do you look at them like, all right, now ain't no more laying around. You finna have to contribute. You finna pay something. I'm finna show you some type of responsibility.
Once you get it, you know, like my son's in college, you know what I'm saying, like, and I could just answer this question, you know what I'm saying, and this is pertaining to my son,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, like, he's about to be 21, he's in college, now he does have a little part-time job in between his breaks and stuff like that. Now, like, a college kid like him, no, you good.
Yeah.
You
Most
know,
definitely.
you know, you good. You know, and you know, but I will say, like my son, you know what I'm saying, if he get a little school money or he get a few dollars when he come home and, you know, on his breaks, and me and his mother don't ask him for anything, you know what I'm saying, but I guess the way we raised him, he still know that it costs, he still know a $20, $30 go a long way, you know what I'm saying, for, you know, if you can contribute, you know what I'm saying, so now, you ain't gonna be 40.
Oh no. You're gonna be paying all the bills. You're finna be living
No,
when you 40.
we can
Unless
take
you got
you
some
down
type
that-
of condition going on.
Yeah,
you know what
and then
I'm saying?
unless you just incapable,
Capable of
you know what I'm
taking care of
saying?
yourself.
Yeah. But like I said, but like, you know, when you young, you know what I'm saying, or even, you know, even in your early 20s or something like that, you know what I'm saying, close to 30, you know what I'm saying, but by that time you should have it figured out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But while you young, man, now, because, you know, that's what I see a lot of these, you know, in our culture, that ain't what we do. You just, as soon as you graduate high school, you basically consider grown in our culture. You know what I'm saying? But I know in a lot of other cultures, you know what I'm saying, they let their kids, you know what I'm saying, stay with them, you know what I'm saying, especially if they go to college or even if they just graduate high school and get a job, they give them 5-10 year grace period.
Yeah, to figure out what they want to do.
Yes, to
find
save their
trade.
money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that when they do get out here on their own, man, they'll have a nice little egg nest saved. You know what I'm saying? They'll be in a position, they'll be ahead of the game.
They have knowledge. They weren't just pushed out of the bird's nest and
Yeah.
like, go figure it out. But man, our culture do that a lot. And I feel like it kind of ties to I was watching this podcast the other day. It was like usually when people make it big, like just say professional athletes or whatever, you notice all the black parents look for their kids. I ain't gonna say all because I can't speak for everybody. But
Yeah.
majority of
sure.
the black parents look for their kids to basically pay them back for everything they did for them.
Yeah.
But the white people, they don't do that. Like, you're a professional. You gonna spend your money however you want. Me and Dad over here good. We good.
Yeah.
But a lot of black people like, all right, what, you gonna give me a house? You gonna give me a car? Like, I don't like that, bro.
Well, and that's just because, you know, we can only speak for what we are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us, you know what I mean, like my kid, and I didn't have it bad. I had a good childhood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I didn't want for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got this story. You know what I'm saying? Like I've said on our previous podcast, you know, a lot of things that I chose to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't grow up. I had a good upbringing. You know what I'm saying? And like my kids, you know what I'm saying? They got a good lot. You know, they ain't want for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I think that, you know, in our community and in our culture, a lot of times a lot of families do come from poverty, so that when the child makes it or if somebody makes it, yeah, it is like, man, free the slaves.
Yeah, you are a meal ticket. Come get us, please.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, you know.
But now, if that person that made it chooses to do that, that's different.
Yeah.
But if you're making it mandatory for them, like, all right, you done did it. Now you better come back and get us.
Yeah.
I don't like that feeling. But I kind of, I understand why they thinking that way, especially if they coming from poverty. Like, you got it. You got the ability to change our lives right now. Come do it.
Now, and I will say, like, you know, and I'm speaking like a child, you know, making it, and you know, his people that raised him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If somebody raised you up, you know what I'm saying, to help, you know, to keep you on the straight and narrow, you know what I'm saying, for you to, you know, they did play a major part in you becoming who you are, you know what I'm saying, because they gave you a safe place to live, fed you, clothed you, you know what I'm saying, roof over your head. Now, that's different. You should
return.
You should want to take care of them people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as everybody else, no. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, and us just talking earlier, like a lot of times, you know, like, now I'm speaking about friends. You know, friends and even cousins. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's a sense of entitlement. You know what I'm saying? Like a person, you know, the person, man, you, like we say, Jake, man, you become successful or something like that, man. One of your cousins or friends will remind you when y'all went to the store, man, they gave you a quarter because you didn't have one to get your quarter stack. You know what I'm
They
saying?
bringing all that back.
Yeah, I mean, dang, bro, you remember, man, you know, and that's foolish.
Yeah, like, come on, let's be real now, bro.
You know what I'm saying? That's silly right there. You know what I'm saying?
I probably was gonna look out for you anyway, but now that you brought that back, you ain't giving you squat.
Yeah, eat off the ground.
Money can do a lot to people, bro. It can change a lot of people.
Yeah, and like, but you know, like I said, you know, when you know, like, and I tell people all the time, like, you know, like even with this barbershop, man, I know the people that help me, you know what I'm saying, that has allowed, you know, helped and played a part in me being who I am and doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? And I make that very clear, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, like I said, a lot of times people are, you know what I'm saying, man, they'll try to ride a wave that they ain't helped create, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a quick way to piss me off, too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're like, I see you, you know, like, man, look, man, you ain't helped me do nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is God's work, man. You know what I'm saying? In a small group of people, you know what I'm saying? Like like my mother, you know what I'm saying? My wife, like it's just a handful of people, you know what I'm saying? It's really in my life for real, you know what I'm saying? And like, and I see that a lot, man, especially on social media, man. Like, you know, a lot of times it seems like we only really celebrate each other when something bad happens.
That's when we come together.
You know,
it's the only time it brings us together.
It's the only time it brings us together when it's something bad, man. And that's sad, man. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of good stuff that we do. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, it's just crazy that that's the way it is, man. But that's the battle that we fighting. You see what I'm saying? To change that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, man, we all got the same opportunity, man, you know what I'm saying, to be involved, you know what I'm saying, to be productive, you know what I'm saying? So, like, what you really trying to do? You know what I'm saying? Are you just wasting your time? You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't wasting mine.
No, we can't. You only get one life, bro. I ain't got time to waste no time. But, excuse me, I want to ask you something.
Yo.
You know the phrase of throwing something in somebody's face? Like, when, just say, for instance, I did something for you, and later on down the line, I'd be like, you remember when I did so-and-so for you now? And you'd be like, man, why you got to throw that in my face? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What's the I feel like it's differences. Like, what's the difference between throwing it into somebody's face and just reminding somebody what you done did for them? Is that a difference? Or you feel like they the same?
Hey, Jay, well, you know, like, I think, you know what I'm saying, when you throw something in somebody's face, you hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hurt, you know what I'm saying? You know, and that go back to, like, you know, that go back, you know, that play a big thing in, you know, the crowd you keep and different things like that, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, you know, like, you may extend your hand, I got a good heart, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I help anybody, right? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, me being that way put me in a position, man, to get my feelings hurt.
Get screwed over.
You know what I'm saying? Get messed around because I ain't quick to say no if I got it.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's not going to do for you what you did for them.
Yeah.
It just ain't going to happen. So
that's something I don't mean to interrupt, but that's something I be telling my fiance. Like, she be like, I don't understand why people do this. I would do this for them. I'm like, you got to stop expecting you out of other people. Yeah. Everybody's not you. People been raised differently than you. People grew up differently than you. People feel different ways about different things than you. So just because you would do something for somebody else, that don't mean they would do that for you. So don't expect the same in return when that same situation comes around and you be like, well, I did this for you. You can't expect that. Just, I know it feels like, and you think you should get the same in return, which you should. But people operate totally different. Do not expect somebody to do the same for you that you done did for them. That's how you're going to get your feelings hurt.
Yeah. And, you know, like, talking about, you said a key word, expect. You know what I'm saying? Expectations. and I had to learn that, you know what I mean? I had a couple older wise men, I always talk about the wise men, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of older people give you a lot of game, man.
They do.
And like, that's the one thing that I had to learn, to have high expectations on yourself, not other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to, expect more of yourself, and I ain't gonna say less of people, but you can't expect nobody to do you, do what you would do. You know what I'm saying? So like I heard, I heard a person say, man, don't give nothing away that you can't stand to lose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't do something for somebody if you can't stand to lose it. You know what I'm saying?
Without it, yeah.
To be without it. You know what I mean? Because if you do something for somebody and you expecting something back, man, you about to be mad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we can't afford to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In that state of mind, you know what I mean? So even if I got it, man, if I can't stand to lose it, no. Cause that's gonna save me that's gonna keep me from being upset.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I've done it before, talk about, man, I'll give you my last, man. You better not.
Nah, don't do that.
You better not give somebody your last, man, cause you gonna be on your ass, man.
And would that person give you their last? That's another
see
thing.
what I'm
Would
saying?
that person give you their last? You'll never know. I know a few people in my circle that I really feel like if they was to give me their last, I'm gonna rephrase it. If I was to give them my last, they would do the same for me. And what I was trying to say.
Yeah, you got a few. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have a couple, and then we speaking about like friends and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And even family. You know what I mean? There's a few people that you can depend on like that. You know what I'm saying? And how when you talk to them, anytime somebody's checking on you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like. Just out the blue, anytime you're having a conversation with you, man, if you need anything, man, holler at me, let me know. You know what I'm saying? And they have shown and proved that they will do something for you.
Some folks just say that just to say it.
Oh yeah, and then you hit that line, man. Man, you think the phone's disconnected, man. They hitting that red button on you, man. They were just bullshitting.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But I'm gonna stick and say majority of people just say if you need something, let me know just to say it.
Yeah.
They don't really mean that.
You better try Jesus before you try me. Yeah. I was hoping that was going to motivate you to keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I didn't know you was going to really come ask for me.
Don't fall all the way off.
Even if I told you to come ask, I didn't know you was really going to do it, nigga. Watch out now. I ain't got nothing to give you.
Don't fall off just because I said I might pick you up, because I might leave you down there.
I might even kick you while you're down there.
Woo-wee! Yes,
I guarantee you, it's only our people that do that silly shit. And if you need something, let me know. Man, damn well if I needed something, you wasn't gonna give me nothing. Don't come on here. Cause when I come over there and I try to pull your card to see if you really gonna give me something, I knew you were lying.
And listen, we laughing, but I'm laughing at myself. Cause sometimes I speak too soon. You see what I'm saying?
You speak before you think.
Yeah, you speak before you. And you got to be careful, man. You got to think before you speak, man. Cause if something come out your mouth, man, you gonna have to stand on that, man.
You get by yourself, you're like, did I say that?
Man, I've done that. Man, I still do it. Sometimes, like, boy, you didn't sit up and told them people a cold lie. And then they call your phone, man, and you just let the phone ring.
You tell them, like, what we talking about right now, you trying to comfort somebody at a bad time. And you be like, man, I know this, I usually don't know what to say at times like this, but I'm here for you. If you need me, call me, I'll do whatever for you. Then when you get by yourself, why the fuck did I tell that?
Hey, man. Jay, it's real, man. Like,
It's crazy, bro, because I ain't gonna lie, I do it sometimes too. Like, damn.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Why did I tell that nigga to call me if he needs something? Knowing he a begging motherfucker.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, because like, even, yourself, so you know what I'm saying? You know the type, you know what I'm saying, that they gonna get up and do everything in their power, man, to make sure, you know what I'm saying, that they can take, they gonna handle it. You got people that gonna handle their business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know the type. They gonna get up and grind, man, and get to it, you know what I'm saying? And, like I said, so, and those people that they might have just hit a little rough spot.
Yeah, you definitely know the people that if they came and asked you for something, they really need it.
Yeah.
You know them. But then you also know the people that got it and they just want some more and they don't want to use theirs, so they're going to come back, man, go on with all that, man.
Yeah.
Nah. You don't need it right now. I'm saving this for me and mine, and if somebody come along that actually needs help, I'm going to give it to you. But if I see you ain't trying to help yourself, don't you ask me for nada, Nathaniel. Because I'm not going to help somebody that ain't trying to help themselves. For what? That doesn't mean just give away money.
Hey, man.
Continue struggling. If you ain't trying to help yourself, don't come ask me for help. Because I'm going to keep my eye on you. And then, no progress. You ain't trying to go get a job. You ain't trying to work, try to find work, but yet you always, hey, let me get, no. Like, block you. Get on. Get on with all that.
Hey, it's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, them taxes is out, man.
Oh,
you know
everybody
got a few dollars right now, Jay. You know what I'm saying? I'm noticing, I'm a barber. So, I'm starting to see a whole lot of faces that I don't see about once a year. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's some money flowing.
You got people hitting you after hours like, hey, I need a cut. I'll throw you
$100.
$100.
Man, yeah. Well, shoot, man. Which they tell them the price. You see what I'm saying?
How much you need, man? You better watch that.
And then come next month. When I got them taxes last year, man, I threw you a few extra, man. Then they show.
Yeah. So you think that little extra I threw you there, you think they can cover me for the state? No. No. You was just big shit popping in. Well, I still need mine now. The extra you threw me back then was a tip.
Jay.
That's how we are, though. That's how black people. That's how we are.
Hey, man.
It's filthy rotten. To one another, even to the family members. I know this kind of off track, but I ain't gonna say no names.
Poppin',
but
man.
black people, we get food stamps. We trying to throw. Hey, let me get some stamps for you.
Yeah.
I got. See, I was raised 50 cents on $1.
50 cents on $1, man.
Man, I had a cousin that tried to sell me $300 worth for $280.
Woo!
I blocked that motherfucker so fast.
Yeah, man. You know what? Yeah, he guerrilla hustling now. You know what I'm saying? They know better than that law was made and still stands, man. It's 50 on $1.
For $300 worth of food stamp, the most I'm gonna give you, the most, I'm being generous, is $175. That's the most you're gonna get out of me, because I really supposed to get $150. Now if you talking about $280 for hey man, I'm about to call the police on you.
Nah, they doing too much.
Yeah, you don't go on all that.
You don't make me. You gonna make me report you to the unemployment office.
Then look, I hope my mama watching, and I know she is. Let me tell you how foul she is. Bro,
you ain't gonna talk about your mama,
bro,
don't you do,
man,
Don't you do, mom?
I told her when she did it. I'm like, you know you're wrong for that, right? Because like I said, I was raised on 50 cents on $1.
Yeah, 50 cents on $1.
So I had this one cousin that was selling me $200 worth for $100 or $300 worth for $150. And my mama found out.
Yeah.
Which I feel like that's how it's supposed to go. So my mama reached out to her, and she said, don't do that, girl. Charge him like $300 for $225 or $200. I'm thinking my mama's supposed to be having look out for me. So I reached out to my cousin again, like, hey, let me get some more stamps. I'm trying to get $200 for $100. She's like, well, Auntie Stephanie, which is my mama.
Yeah.
Like, Auntie Stephanie told me I gotta stop doing that, so I gotta charge you more. Man, I called my mama and went off on her. Hey, what are you doing?
But see, Mom Deuce ain't playing the game. You know what I'm saying? Mom Deuce is looking, cause she need a little extra help.
That's what it is. That's what she says. I stop trying to get over. I'm like, that ain't get over that. That's how you raised me. 50 cents on $1 when I buy a stamp.
Yeah. But Mom Deuce, like I said, Mom Deuce looking out for the family, man. You know what I'm saying?
When we get out, she gonna call me. I know she gonna call me. If you're watching right now, mama calling, you can explain yourself. Everybody gonna hear you.
Hey, look, that's like my mother, man. You know what I'm saying? Like my mother might have some of the church folks, you know what I'm saying, that want to come and get their hair cut, you know what I'm saying? So my mother be like, son, look out for him, you know what I'm saying? Take care of my people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I say, Mama, man, I'm got to run a business now. You know
Yeah.
I got to get my money now, you know what I'm saying? But, well, just do it for me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I ain't the type, I'm pretty sure I ain't the type of person that really want to feel like I'm getting over on somebody.
For sure.
So when I feel like it's a fair deal, it's a fair deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get over on you because I really believe in the karma. It's going to come back around to you.
Yeah.
So I ain't trying to get over on you, but come on, man. That's just how it is. I don't feel like I was getting over. That's how me and her established that from jump.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure. But those Mom Deuce like, she need a little extra right now, Jay. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Jay, John Jay, like, now, man, we doing Square business.
Yeah, like fair business. You know what I'm talking about? Me helping is me buying the stamps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I was like, y'all, man, you filed for that, but I love you.
Hey, Jay, but we gotta get out of here, man. You know it's March Madness.
We just won too.
Huh?
We got BYU next. Who y'all got?
We got Tennessee.
Trash.
Big Blue Nation. but look, I'm gonna tell you who I've been impressed with. Man, Calipari got Arkansas playing some good basketball.
Who they got next?
Check it. Tell me what's next. I know it's Sweet 16 next now.
Yeah, y'all got Tennessee.
Yeah.
Y'all beat them before though, so I don't know. Y'all might win. We got BYU. We got BYU next. We should win, but today we should have blew them boys out.
Yeah,
man.
BYU just beat that was a close game too. All of them been close. You know what I'm saying? It's March Madness, man. Y'all know what it is, man. I've been turning my brackets is already tore up. You know what I'm saying? They was tore up when they first started.
Arkansas got Texas Tech. I ain't gonna say I think they run the ending because they done pulled off 2 upsets already now.
Yeah. Hey, man.
They got Texas Tech hooping though. If Arkansas win this one, is there any way y'all can play Arkansas? Oh Lord, I'll pay to see that. Y'all in the Midwest region, Arkansas in the West region.
So Arkansas got Texas Tech next.
They got Texas Tech next.
Man, Calipari gonna mess around, man. Go to the Final Four championship.
No, if he do, if he win it all right, Mark Pope gotta get out of there.
Hey, shout out to Mark Pope, man. But hey, I miss Cal too, man. I like Cal, man. A lot of people don't like Cal, but Cal a legend, man.
Yeah. You know, they always say he can recruit, but he can't coach. Like he coaching to me.
Hey, man, listen, man. Them boys is playing good basketball. You know, like I said, Jay, around this time of year, man. You know, everybody healthy. You know, you got a healthy roster, man, and people coming to their own. You know, at this time of the year.
Yeah.
So
they played terrible in the conference not last year, this year. They played terrible in the SEC.
Yeah.
But the SEC they was full of hoopers.
Yeah, man.
But now they playing. These boys playing. They beat St. John's.
I know it, man.
I did not expect that.
Hey, man, Rick sick of it, man. I think they was talking about I guess they played against each other, Rick and Cal, about 13 times. You know what I'm saying? Cal up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's like they said, it's that time of the year, man. You know what I'm saying? You only got one shot.
I'm excited. See, well, we could probably got 1 or 2 more games on tonight. I'm gonna watch them at work. Yeah, I might throw me a little parlay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Michigan. I know Michigan State plays tonight.
Who they got?
Cause like I said, I got nice one right now, Jay.
New Mexico?
New Mexico. Yeah, I got me early cash out on her, man. I might
need to take it.
Cause every time I try to sweat it out,
lose
every time.
I got a partner at work right now. He been throwing 6 legs, but missing about 1. This man said he been throw his entire paycheck on a 1 leg. I said, bro, I'm gonna pray for you.
Hey, boy, he gonna be at Eagle Finance the next day. A check cash advance trying to get that check. Trying to hold him over for the next 2 weeks.
Come on, man, let me bars up. But we want to appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Episode 9 in the books, episode 10. We still got to think about what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do something special for episode 10. I know Bly gonna be on this side this week.
Man, DJ Bly, man, tune in next Sunday, man. DJ Bly, man, on the 1s and 2s, man. And Jay, you know, I feel better than I felt when I came today.
Oh yeah, I felt the same when I woke up. I'm like, man, I'd much rather be asleep right now, but we got to do it. It always work like that, though. We get in the middle of the podcast like 30, 25 minutes in, then we just really start getting into it and flowing.
Yeah.
It be like that everywhere you go. When you just wake up, you really ain't into it at that time, but as time goes, you get into it.
Which is a prime example on why you just need to get on up.
And do what you got to do, whether you want to do it or not. That's where that consistent discipline is involved, that discipline. That's heavy. Yeah, man, we're going to be here again next week. You know what I'm saying? Episode 10.
Episode 10.
DJ Bly on the 1s and 2s, and we're going to find another way to make it special. So we want to appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Hope everybody have a good, hard, long work week. I hope y'all work hard this week.
Get some overtime.
Yeah, get some overtime. Go get some of that money, because I know them taxes gone.
Yes,
but,
sir.
Appreciate everybody for tuning in. And, Ma, I love you.
Love you, Mom Dukes, man.
We out.
We became brothers from strangers. Can't do it minor, we major. We got tired of the fables. Come have a seat at the table.